What's going on, guys? It's Complete Tech Crew. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at two new offerings from Klein Tools. The first one, significant one, is a 7-in-1 impact flip socket set with handle. This is pretty cool, and it kind of reminds me of some features that were implemented quite some time ago from this company called Malco, and they produced this item. A lot of HVAC guys know about this, and electricians know a lot about this particular item. There it goes right there. It's Malco, and this one is branded the Malco C-RHEX, spelled with a R-H-E-X. So this is really cool. It's a phenomenal item. So this particular Klein item reminds me a lot of that. And what's so great about this is the way it's affixed inside, the way it's affixed to the actual shaft. You pop it off, you flip it, you can clean all of the burr that gets on the magnet and slide it around, and you have your detent there. So it affixes to that really well. But this particular one has 1/4 inch and 5/16. They also have millimeters sizes as well. So this is or metric sizes, excuse me, in millimeters as well. So this is a great item. So I believe that this is why Klein developed this item, and I do believe it's going to be a solid item. This will be my first experience with this. I have an open one that I've been playing around with, and I just also bought extras for the review and unboxing, so I can have some other stuff around as well. So far so good. I like it. I haven't put it through like strenuous use, just a couple days out there in the field. So far so good. It's an interesting concept. The shaft is great. It's actually built really well, and it's actually very straight. Because sometimes you'll purchase items like this, and it'll be manufactured poorly. And if you roll it on the table to check for bows and warps, you'll find that it's not actually straight. So far so good with Klein. Enough rambling. We'll go ahead and dive into some of the features. First off, most important is the part number. We have 32900 for this one, which is the handle included. And then you have the actual 7-in-1 impact flip socket set with just the socket feature. And these are impact rated, or this is impact rated, excuse me. And this one is sporting a part number of 32907. And then there go your sizes there: 1/4, 5/16, 11/32, 3/8, 7/16, and 1/2 inch. And then flip it to the back, and it just shows you a couple features on the back. And it tells you it's for use with an impact driver or specific handles that Klein also has available. Multi-purpose flip socket. Then it lets you know sockets store on shaft in any order or orientation. It's a 1/4 inch shaft. And it has that magnetic tip, which is absolutely phenomenal and fantastic. Couldn't imagine using these without that magnetic tip. This one is made in Taiwan. And there you go. And then the specs are going to be the same on this one, plus the handle. And there's probably not too much information or literature about the handle there. So let's go ahead and dive right in and rip her open. Get out of here, don't need that. And this one is going to be exactly the same as this one. So it's really no point in opening that one. Just kind of showing you guys however you would like to purchase this, whether you would like to purchase with the handle. With the handle, it's roughly $30. And with just the impact socket set itself, it's roughly $22. So be looking out for that. They're everywhere now. They're at select Home Depots. Some have them, some don't. But you can find them on your online retailers and things of that nature. So yeah, pretty robust feel to it. Definitely reminds me of the Malco a lot. And you just slide them off as you need, as needed, excuse me. So the most common one that I utilize mostly is 5/16 and 1/4 inch. So you just slide it on like that, kind of twist it around, and it'll lock in. It has these grooves here, and that's basically how it cams on to the actual driver. So just pay attention to that, because right there it's not on. So just kind of give it a little wiggle, and then you'll have it affixed to where your magnetic feature is seated up inside of the driver. So that's always a plus. So, and what I was saying earlier about checking to see if it's warped or bent, I just roll it on the table like that, a flat surface. Sometimes these come warped and bent, so you got to check them out and make sure that you actually have authentic ones, because believe it or not, they sell these online and they're not actually made or manufactured by the company Malco. So look out for that as well, and make sure you're getting quality, authentic product from Malco, so you know you have the real thing, because their authentic products I've never had trouble with at all. But I've also come across some that are not, or that are unauthentic, and you'll have problems with that. They'll be all warped and funky looking. So just pay attention to that. So back to this, looks good, has a really good feel, similar to the Malco. Of course, it's not, the shaft isn't as thick as the Malco, and I don't think it's necessary. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So while taking this off, you just push off. Of course, to rotate to your 1/4 inch, same exact thing. And if you guys aren't using anything like that, like this, get it. You'll find that it is such a time saver to be able to clean the burr out of there instead of taking something. I take like the tip of a zip tie, stick it in there. When I was purchasing these purchasing nut drivers prior to this Malco coming out, or this Klein. So good job on this one, Klein, for thinking about us out there in the field and coming up with something innovative like this. And again, guys, you see how it affixes there, just to the end point or magnetic tip of the shaft. Very, very, very great looking product. Great feel to it. When you affix it to your impact, which is we'll be using this Milwaukee M18 impact here. Got it in there, and that's pretty much how it looks. You see, you pretty much have a minimal amount of wobbling when it rotates in any direction. So it's a solid feel, very good feel. So again, you got 1/4, 5/16. Your next size up is going to be 11/32 and 3/8, and you have 7/16 for satellite guys and 1/2 inch. So 7/16 is for cable and satellite, but mainly on the dish it's all 7/16, so that you can utilize that a lot. Even though you're not supposed to use impact wrenches on the dish, some guys out there get carried away with it, and they got a good feel for it, so they do what they got to do. So go into the T handle. You can go in here, and here you go. Just affix it there. So if you push down to release it, and it'll just spring up itself. Just do a little tug test on there to make sure it's in there. And then, so 3/8, let's just get it on there. We good to go. Now we have a shallow driver, magnetic tip nut driver. This is a great feature, great product. Like I said, guys, it's very simple. It's such a simple design. You would think these would have been out like 10, 20 years ago. But Malco is the one the originator, in my opinion. I could be so wrong about this, but Malco is the first one that I've been able to find that it actually seats in there flawlessly. When I got a hold of one of these, I was so elated. I went and bought a bunch more wherever I could find them. They are hard to find. Wherever they do sell them, they always seem to be out of stock, especially for the extended shaft. They have 3 different shaft sizes. They have the elongated one, which I think is 4 or 5 inches. And then they have a medium sized one, and then they have a small, shallow one. And they all of course come with the 5/16 and the 1/4 inch head, or whatever style reversible head you would like to use. So again, this is Malco C-RHEX, and the video is really intended to highlight this Klein Tools one, but I just can't get over the fact of how similar they are. And I think Klein knocked this out of the park with kind of following a similar principle design as the Malco C-RHEX. So this is a tool that I can't live without. I'm starting to really enjoy this Klein one a lot, and I like the fact that you can get it included with this handle. So I think that's great. So good job on this one, Klein. Great feel. The 1/4 inch, it snugs up well inside of the actual handle or T handle, and inside of the impact. There's no wobbling, there's no wiggling out, so it's well machined. Great feel. So let's go ahead and put our ordinary size that I most commonly use on there. Fixes on there fine. And let's try it out. Let's go ahead and get a tap con in there. It holds that tap con perfectly. Let's go ahead and get a self tapper in there. Yeah, strong magnet, guys. And just a standard self tapper. This one's a little longer and thinner, so you probably would get more. This looks good to me. So no complaints on that one. Good job, Klein. No, that's a fantastic job. You knocked that one out of the park. And of course, there is no burr in this one. But guys, when there is burr in there, debris, go ahead, pop that off. Wipe it off with your finger. You're good to go. It cleans that easy. And it's the same principle with the Malco. So these are great products. I'm looking forward to seeing what Klein has coming out next, especially with their impact sockets and stuff like this. I think this was a very, very good idea to spend time on R&D, develop, and deploying this. So knock out on that one, Klein. Again, guys, the part number on the single item, which is what most of you guys are probably going to be going for, is 32907. And the part number on the one with the actual handle or T-handle is going to be 32900. So be looking out for that, guys. I try not to ramble so much in this video. Try to get straight to the point. Thank you guys so much. And if you appreciate and enjoying the videos and the content, like the traction and everything, please consider subscribing so I can continue to finesse and beat up that YouTube algorithm for you guys. I want to continue to get you guys great content, continue to get tools well before they come out, so you have a much informed buying experience, so you don't just go into it and make a mistake and buy something, spend hundreds of dollars, on something, and it doesn't work out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for whoever's subscribing out there. Even if you're not a subscriber, thank you for spending the time watching. I encourage that you do subscribe. Again, it helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Please follow on all my platforms. Of course, YouTube, Complete Tech Crew. Subscribe there. And like and comment as much to your heart's desire. I appreciate constructive criticism. That helps me out. And it's very beneficial.